As you can tell by this giant bag on the side of the screen, I went back to Olive Garden to try a bunch of things that I have never tried before. I said this in the last video, but this is legitimately my third time ever eating at Olive Garden. I had it once in college and once on this channel. The menu isn't that big, but every one of these places has such a large enough menu that I wanted to go back to try some of the stuff that you guys suggested because you can't eat 9,000 things in one video. So this time, I have a bunch of appetizers, one entree, and one dessert. This was suggested by you guys, so I'm starting off right with that. Of course, the breadsticks, we all know that. Last time I got the 5-cheese marinara, and everybody said you had to dip the breadsticks in the Alfredo. So I switched it up this time and got the breadsticks with the Alfredo. I know these breadsticks are fire. It's like easily the best thing at Olive Garden. And I remember going there in college and just eating a ton of breadsticks because I didn't really like anything. But there it is. They're not going to miss. This is like guilty pleasure good. It tastes like pure butter and like whole milk or heavy cream and Alfredo and garlic, and by no means is that a put down. It's very rich. The Parmesan going all through the Alfredo. This one is definitely better than the 5-cheese. These breadsticks are absolutely elite for a chain restaurant. And adding this Alfredo, which is, by admission, like it's an average Alfredo, but adding it to these breadsticks, damn, that's good. On a chain scale, I would legitimately just go to Olive Garden and get a ton of breadsticks and Alfredo and call it a day. This gets a 9.5 on a chain scale. Like, no joke. They're damn good. Next up, we have their toasted ravioli. I like toasted ravioli. Never had it from Olive Garden. I can't see this being bad. Comes with their marinara sauce on the side. Let's try this first one. These are fried pretty well from what it seems like. There's meat on the inside. Let me go in for... I can get down with these. The inside seems like the same meat they use for their meatballs, but just mushier. The consistency is kind of mushy. I would have liked to have a little, again, it's Olive Garden, bro, so I'm not going to sit here and start like saying stuff like it's professional chef. But the outside is crisped. It's crisped. I don't know if that was like a portmanteau of crap and crisp, but I didn't mean to say that. It's crisp. Then you got the Italian breadcrumbs. The marinara is very meh, but let me see something. Come back. You never know. I like that with it toasted with Parmesan, but I feel like if you do something, so I'm actually gonna double dip. I'm take a little bit of that marinara. I want to cut through that a little bit. Now that works. Again, ain't nothing wrong with these. If I went to Olive Garden, this is the best round of Olive Garden I had in my life. It's only been 3 rounds, but so far, this is something that if I went to Olive Garden and sat down, the last 2 things I got, ooh, that'd have been bad. Let me, I don't like spilling liquids in the car. The last 2 things I've got, I would legit just sit down and eat both of them. These are pretty damn good. The beef is kind of mid, but I like the crunch and the toast on the outside. Adding the sauces to it, you can work with it. This gets an 8 out of 10 on a chain scale. Now, this was just a complete shot in the dark, but it sounded interesting. Looks like my marinara sauce melted. on the top. But this is called shrimp Frito Misto, and it's a half a pound of breaded shrimp mixed with onions and peppers and then slightly fried. Cool. It also comes with spicy ranch, but I'm gonna try the first one without anything. Oh, so these are fried peppers, huh? The pepper flavor adds something different, and it's almost throughout the fry itself. I actually like the damn fried peppers. All right, let's try this spicy ranch in an Italian restaurant. The spicy ranch is good, but not for this. I don't think it goes well. Let's do a pepper. Drop the shrimp in the marinara. Do a pepper with the shrimp. They need to work on the dipping sauces. I don't think the marinara goes either, but probably a little better. This almost seems like a play on calamari. If I say calamari, people are going to go, what the hell is he talking about? But the fry is decent. It almost has a fish fry kind of texture to it. What would have been nice, I don't know if they do this in the restaurant, squeeze a little lemon on it, the fried shrimp, would have waked up the flavor a little bit. But I like these fried peppers in the addition because it adds something. Now I want to try these fried pepper with the spicy ranch though. Yeah, this just seems weird. I just don't think the spicy ranch goes. But overall, it's not something I get at Ben. Not necessarily it was bad. I just think the toasted ravioli is light years ahead of it. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. Was anybody yelling at the screen and telling me to do this? Because I was about to put this away, and I just thought about why not bust out the Alfredo again. This Alfredo has become the cure-all for Olive Garden. No. Nope. Never hurts to try. More appetizers. I had to try this. I just wanted to see if it was good. You can order this as a side. It's Alfredo fries. I don't know if anybody knew this existed. It cost $3.49, and it's fries with Alfredo sauce. But Olive Garden having fries was kind of hilarious, so I said I wanted to try it. I also have extra Alfredo sauce just in case. Who owns Olive Garden? Darden Restaurants? They're using the same supplier for their fries. It's the same cut and seasoning and everything. And they just added some Alfredo. That's pretty much it. They're really not bad. If you like fries from like these chain restaurants, that same stock cut type of fry they have, I think you'll like these. For $3, maybe if you got kids or something like that, this would probably be a good thing for them. It wasn't in the kids meal section, but I would eat these. That's like a side. Kind of dope. I'll give these a 7.5 out of 10. I gotta chill because there's too much Alfredo in a lot of these dishes. I ain't built for that. Another one that was heavy requested was their Zuppa Toscana, aka the Italian wedding soup. I've had this at many places, but never at a chain restaurant, so I'm interested to see what this is like. It has kale, usually meatballs. This looks more like sausage. Potatoes. Get a little bit of that bite from the kale. It's definitely their Italian sausage that they use like in their everything, really. But it adds a nice bit of spice from like the fennel and everything. And then the potato. Normally I don't do this, but this is another thing. I think if I ever went to Olive Garden, somebody said you want to go to Olive Garden, it'd have to be their treat. Breadsticks. Toasted ravioli, and then this soup would definitely be on the list. They do unlimited breadsticks. They do unlimited soup too. You can count me in for that. This soup, it doesn't taste as good as like the homemade ones I've had, but it's damn good. On a chain scale, hold on, let me wipe my damn mouth. On a chain scale, I'll give this a 9. It's good. As good as everybody said it was. Now, for a pasta dish, I've had most of them, because it's pretty much either create your own or they're kind of mix and match. This was on their new menu, so I wanted to try it. Chicken and shrimp carbonara. I love carbonara. I don't know what to think about getting carbonara from Olive Garden. One thing about carbonara is if you don't make it right, it sucks. But we shall see. The shrimp, some peppers in here, and a cream sauce that resembles kind of carbonara. It looks more like Alfredo than anything, though. It's definitely not Alfredo. It's richer. You get a little bit of bacon. Bacon is not normally used in carbonara, but it's pretty much the same. And most people either use guanciale or pancetta. I've seen prosciutto as well. But the sauce is definitely richer. So there's egg yolk in here. And let me just get a little bit of pepper. I haven't tried the chicken yet. You can see the coating on here. It's a very thick sauce, which is good. Again, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not mad at this. Chicken comes in 2 pieces, like 2 fillets. The chicken, texturally, is the same as you would get in like chicken marsala. Not bad. Honestly, calling this carbonara is a little, it almost tastes more like a bacon Alfredo, but it's light years better than their regular Alfredo. And again, I wouldn't be mad at this. The bacon is a little weird because it adds a smoky taste to it because bacon is smoked. But I don't mind it. It's funny because I'm at a restaurant, but this to me tastes like if a home cook, not a chef, a home cook tried to like finesse together some carbonara and out came this. And again, I don't mind that, but it costs like $23. I guess if you're at Olive Garden, this isn't bad though. Like, I would eat it. You see I'm eating it. And so far, it's probably the best pasta dish that I've had from here. I'd eat it. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. For dessert, this was also on their new selection. They call this chocolate lasagna. It's a chocolate cake, but I get the idea because it's layered. Cool usage of words. It's a chocolate cake, but again, all right, looks like some chocolate mousse on here. This is a big-ass piece of cake. Costs $9.50. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. There is the best part. The bottom of this is like crunchy cookie pieces. And that part really isn't bad. I'd actually be inclined to say that for a chain dessert, this is one of the better cakes I've had again. The chocolate mousse, when you get the cookie crunches in here. All right, stop eating that. It's hard to make bad dessert, man. But those crunchy pieces from the cookies really, it's almost like devil's food cake. But adding that creamy chocolate mousse in there, the cake isn't the most moist, but it's definitely not dry, but it's helped along by that mousse on the inside. I wouldn't be mad if you put this on my table either. This is the first time I've gone to Olive Garden and nothing sucked, which is crazy. Like, some of the stuff was but most of the stuff was pretty good. And I just kind of took a shot in the dark. On a chain scale, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. Didn't see that coming. I said this about Olive Garden the first time. If you can't have access to, like, decent Italian food, I can totally understand why you'd eat there. I am not a person that would ever say it's my first choice, but if somebody said they were going and I was, like, hungry, yeah, I would eat it. To me, what I've noticed so far after 2 trips is that the appetizers are, like, the best part. You just get appetizers, get the breadsticks. I know they have really good salad. I'm not a salad eater. Everybody says their endless salad or endless breadsticks is really good. For that reason, I think it costs like $12, $13. I can definitely see somebody sitting down and eating there. Everything else to me, there's a brand called Bertolli. Somebody asked the brand last time. They make frozen Italian dinners. Some of the stuff is very similar to it. Some of the Bertolli is better than this. But with that being said, I like Bertolli. So if you ever feel like thawing out some Italian food, instead of paying the full price at Olive Garden, I would suggest getting Bertolli. But even with that, I've again opened my mind in the last couple of years doing some of these chain restaurants that I never went to growing up, and I don't dislike them. I used to be so against them, and now that I've kind of gone and just given them a chance, it's not bad at all. Like, I'll be honest about that fact. I couldn't see myself eating at Olive Garden regularly, but it's not bad. Like, I would never call it elite. But if you're from, like, I went to school in Iowa. Olive Garden in Iowa was like the gospel. Like, you can't get good Italian food out there. And most people, when they were in the mood for Italian, they went to Olive Garden. From that standpoint, I completely understand. So, I've turned the corner of Olive Garden. I actually refused to go in college except for the one time I went with my ex. And I just sat there and ate breadsticks. So this is like the first time I'm really just sitting and trying all the food. But either way, man, that was pretty cool. I'm going to try to check out Crumble Cookies because they just built one. But I heard it's so packed that you can't get in on time, which is unreal. So I'm going to head out. Hopefully you can check my shorts out. Hopefully they can be on shorts soon. Either way, I'll get to them eventually. It's right over there. But supposedly, like, the line and all that other stuff is wild right now. Which is crazy because they're super mid, but people want to see it. So I love y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.